Like all broadcast sports, golf has its share of fan favorites and players whom golf fans despise. Many players on the professional golf circuit thrive on controversy, depending on personal preferences. Arrogance and attitudes of the golfers mentioned in this video may be the most appropriate adjective to characterize the behaviors. We'll go over the top 10 golfers who constantly irritate us. Firstly, why is Patrick Reed hated? Patrick Reed, formerly known as Captain America, was the U.S. Ryder Cup team's favorite player. Unfortunately, Patrick Reed is not exactly a fan favorite. Many aspects of Reed and his playing must be admired, but many also raise serious concerns. As cheating allegations continue to surround Reed, things have steadily worsened for the once modestly famous Ryder Cup player. One of those golfers you can be sure will win once or twice per season, Reed's victory at the 2018 Masters was unquestionably a career high point. Early in his career, he made his first error after winning a competition, the 2014 Cadillac Championship, or WBC. Even though Tiger was at the pinnacle of his game at the time, Reed continued to assert that he was one of the best 5 players on tour. He said that future tournaments would come down to him and Tiger competing for victory. Golf fans pay extra attention to you when you are accused of cheating. But unfortunately, your popularity generally decreases along with your loss of credibility. He also took some questionable actions that strengthened his deception at the 2019 Hero World Challenge. However, trust and honor aren't part of his game plan. Up next, how did Brooks Koepka's mentality cause him to be disliked? The way Brooks Koepka views himself as a player and his mentality are well known. Koepka is extremely conceited and believes that he is the best golfer on the PGA Tour. For golfers to improve, they must have faith in their abilities. However, they don't always have to project the same assurance level as Koepka. The best thing about Koepka is how well he plays. Whenever he plays well, everyone enjoys watching him. However, it takes work to genuinely support him on occasion when he speaks after an event. And now, why is Bubba Watson a player the supporters adore to detest? Not all fans favor his unusual offensive play style. A few instances may have damaged his reputation during the past several seasons. Many of his supporters were disappointed when he declined to participate in a long driving competition before the event began. On the other hand, players on tour greatly admire him, and it's obvious that he is prepared to support several charitable organizations. I'm not sure that he or Phil belongs on this list, but fans are free to have their own opinions. So, do you agree that Gary Player's unquestionable behavior caused him to be despised? There's no denying Player's skill as a golfer. To win 163 professional tournaments, including 9 majors, speaks volumes about your game. Gary Player is known to be the loudmouth. Player transformed South African golf and served as an inspiration for many of today's best players, including Ernie Els and Louis Oosthuizen. Player's career has been hampered by numerous alleged rule violations, most notably his dubious conduct as he won the Open in 1974. Like Patrick Reed, people familiar with the details surrounding these rule violations have no trust in Player. He now behaves like the opinionated, irate uncle at a family gathering. The latter wants to remind you that he's still in shape continuously. In addition to showing people that he can handle 2 clubs in his fingers, he goes around the world asking people to feel how strong his abs are. Up next, why do fans loathe Sergio Garcia? Also known as the petulant child, Garcia is renowned for his exceptional ball striking and distinctive laggy swing. With 25 victories and 28.5 points through a lengthy career in the competition, he is the most successful Ryder Cup player in European history. Garcia made his professional golf debut when he was just 16 years old. Before winning the Masters in 2017, he finished 2nd and 3rd place in several important competitions. Despite numerous controversies, he is still a well-known golfing personality. Fans loathed him because in 2013, he publicly feuded with Tiger Woods by hurling racial slurs against him. Additionally, he frequently exhibits childish behavior. Saudi International in 2019 provided the worst illustration of this when he was banned for willfully destroying 5 greens. During the same competition, he was seen on camera pounding at a bunker in a way you wouldn't expect to see from a furious kid golfer. Many people still adore Garcia, but supporting a golfer like him is not easy if you know this aspect of his personality. Keep watching closely. We're about to fill you in on everything you need to know about Matt Kuchar and why his behavior has been seen as so annoying in the golfing community. We would hate for you to miss out on what we've lined up for you. Next, what's wrong with Bryson DeChambeau? Known as the beefcake scientist, DeChambeau's unusual swing and method of play created a stir. His thorough planning is noteworthy, and attention was drawn to his achievements in college, his win at the U.S. Amateur in 2015, and his low amateur finish at the Masters in 2016. He intensified his scientific strategy after going pro. However, he has subsequently abandoned it to play like a beefcake bro golfer. Although his short game is underrated, he mainly seems interested in bragging about how hard he smacks the ball, much like a young golfer discovering swing speed. Many disliked him because Bryson is loud, occasionally comes out as very obnoxious, and is the "get in the hole" cry in golf. In order to sound wiser than everyone else, he also utilizes terminology that he most certainly does not understand himself. A generally grating and irritating character. Up next, why is Matt Kuchar's behavior so annoying? Although Kuchar is regarded as one of the most likable players on the PGA Tour, he ultimately failed himself at the 2019 Mayakoba Classic. He gave his stand-in caddy $5,000 after collecting a winner's check for $1.3 million. Cheapskate. $4,000 for a top 10 and a pitiful $1,000 win bonus. Kuchar publicly apologized for this blunder and ultimately paid his former caddy, David Ortiz, a more equitable amount. However, the story argues that many golfers and their fellow pros noticed something that just doesn't look right in a high-earning tour player. Matt Kuchar is one of those golfers who always seems to be in the mix and has one of the flattest strokes you'll ever see. In addition, his career in golf has brought in a ton of money for him. This is among the factors that make his behavior so incredibly annoying. Kuch, as the crowd chants while he's in the game, has had a distinguished career. In reality, his career is still active, and winning a major would not be unexpected. Although he is far from charismatic, he completes his work and exudes an everlasting sense of professionalism. Coming up next, why do Americans love to hate Ian Poulter? He has been called a douchebag, which is slang for an annoying, haughty person in the United States. He's also offended the golfing public by being so self-absorbed. He always wears fancy attire, and the fans dislike the way he struts around the track while always looking impeccable. According to many, he resembles a peacock with its feathers spread out when things are going well on the course. Due to his status as the talisman of the European Ryder Cup team, Poulter has long been despised by Americans. Fans from the other side of the pond attack him at events and make every effort to repel him since he has become a figure that the team rallies around. Although Poulter's behavior has significantly improved, at the beginning of his tour, he was infamous for his frequently bad behavior against marshals and fans. There's no place for it in golf. Therefore, it's a good thing that this seems to have disappeared. Up next, why is David Duval disliked? Duval is an oddball. He was a fitness enthusiast known for deposing Tiger Woods as the world's best player. However, when on tour, he didn't speak much to anyone. He defeated many well-known players at Royal Lytham and St. Anne's to win the 2001 Open Championship and take home the Claret Jug. When Nike began manufacturing golf balls, they marketed one labeled with TW, Tiger Woods, and one with DD, since David Duval was so good, David Duval. After that, he completely vanished from the golfing scene before making a comeback as a pundit many years later. Duval had no time for anyone while at the top of his game. He gave the press hardly any interviews and engaged with fans as little as possible. Golf fans took notice of this world-class player's treatment of them as an inconvenience. Duval has not had an easy life. It must be acknowledged that he has struggled with numerous addictions. However, most professional golfers take volunteering for the game very seriously. Therefore, it is only well received when someone purposefully avoids it. So there you have it, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified when I upload new content. If you have any questions or suggestions, do leave a comment below. See you again soon. Bye.